Hey, good morning, y'all. So I just want to say thank you to those who have helped me out. Y'all have made it a little more soothing for me, and I really appreciate it. I've been trying to make this video. It's probably like my 7th take. But I also want to say, like, comparing your life with other people and also worrying about what people think. Like the saying goes, everybody has heard it before, that shit's for the birds, you know? And if I analyze myself, I realize the beginning of a negative mind frame, you know, going from one negative thought to another and just feeling sluggish and sad and depressed and not motivated, you know, just negative. A lot of times for me personally, if I analyze myself, it'll start by me being defensive and having to feel that I have to defend myself and worrying about what people think, right? So as a defense, I start thinking, oh, well, you know, I go to my strengths. So I think, oh, well, I'm probably smarter, because that's insecure, you know? So I'm just kind of giving you an idea. But what I'm saying is, all that comparing yourself to other people, like what they got versus what you don't got, and or caring what people think, like I said, that's for the birds, man. And like I said, for me, a lot of times, you know, I like to think, well, you know, I don't care what people have versus what I don't got. It's more like, oh man, they're judging me. Oh man. So then I use a defense. I think a lot of people do that, you know. When I'm high, I guess it just affects me more. When I'm sober, I think it just probably rolls off, you know. It just makes it seem as if it's reality. But when I'm high, I guess I feel a little more. Anyway, y'all, peace.
Yeah, Super Music, show me love. Shout down so PCN Records, 86 Productions. I thought it'd be easier to get over you, but clearly it's not. Oh, clearly it's not. Easier get over you. But
Highly recommend 99-cent store, $2. Pretty big. Big as my head. But also, who's at the end of the chocolate milk, whose else is the favorite is the foamy part. Fire. I have to check that out. Not bad at all, guys. Not bad at all. What's up, y'all? So, just being myself, being heard. Happy Friday, y'all. Man, I was watching a highlight of the Gervonta Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia. So Ryan Garcia should probably fight like a Mario Barrios guy, or, I mean, even a Gamboa like Haney. A lot of these younger fighters were fighting fighters that were similar because those guys had a name and they were older already, so it wasn't much of a threat. Like, you know, the young guys that were popular, they want them to fight guys that have a name but are kind of like over their prime. So I was just thinking on this highlight, made me think, man, Gervonta Tank Davis, to me, this is my opinion, he's probably, I think him and Canelo are number 1 and 2. Then I would say who else has really taken on a really, really tough fight or has fought a lot of the pretty much best guys? And honestly, I think Tank's number 1, especially if you want to come down to entertainment. He knocks out guys. I mean, when he was fighting Rolly, you knew Tank was a smaller guy and Rolly was throwing. It was like literally an entertainment event, you know. And I'm sure a lot of people hate on Gervonta and they want him to lose. So it was like one of those things where like, dude, Rollies was throwing punches, and Rolly was a little bit winning in the boxing category. You know, Tank was starting off a little slow. So, in watching fighting, Tank, something special every time. You know, because you even think like people say, hey, you know, oh, he's not, you know, he's not really the greatest because, you know, it's just because of who he is, and he's attractive. He's part of the culture. He's a very marketability. Obviously, he is who he is. You know, he's a star. You know, and he's in his prime. So if he's not the best, right? He's when all eyes are on that person, the pressure, and he's found a way to continue to put on a great show. So, but my advice I don't think Ryan Garcia's ready. Because it's like, dude, I was watching the highlight. Tank, Mario Barrios is like me. Mario Barrios was like my height, obviously in a lot better shape, and he's an actual boxer. I was like, man, you know, he looks like me. I was like, man, that's like my body type, man. And then having a smaller dude, Gervonta Tank Davis is on another level. He wasn't even taking some crazy body punches. That's just my boxing opinion. I haven't talked about boxing in a while. Also, just wanted to be heard, you know, have the mind of James, talk about vast majority of stuff, you know, respectfully. But Tank is on another level, I think. I think he's number one because of the fact that Canelo's kind of boring, okay. But, yeah, so that's my opinion. Oh, I'm glad Crawford and Spence are gonna finally fight. I think if like Benavidez fought some of these guys like that, you know, if they were willing to like do what Canelo's doing and fight heavier guys, you know, if like, you know, Rollies is calling out Spence, that's a pretty good fight. You know, he's willing to step up and fight bigger guys. Like if Crawford or Spence was down to fight like guys bigger than them, like Benavidez and them. And Benavidez, man, if he's that good, he should, because Usyk is not that big, so Benavidez could fight Usyk. You know, maybe in the future when Benavidez gets a little heavier. He's not really cut, but he's like, he was a chubby kid, so he has like a lot of loose skin, but he's acclimated to boxing for sure, you know. So well, those are just my opinions on boxing, and yeah, I'm excited for Wilder because I know he's also another exciting fighter that because you know he's gonna get a knockout. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, just having that power is honestly what people want to see, knockouts. Ooh, my girl, beautiful she's I think like a Brazilian American or American Brazilian. What's her name? Oh my god, beautiful smile. She's like new in the game. She's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu like super champ. Oh man, I forgot her name, but she's fighting this weekend against maybe a Chinese fighter or a Japanese. Not sure, but anyway, that was my opinion. Dude, Tank, man, the beast. Oh, Virgil Ortiz, man, that's my guy. Hopefully, I'm just excited to see who's gonna fight next. Anyway, peace. I don't have my Raider hat on, but this is actually my favorite hat because the way it fits and it hasn't got too much damage in the front end, especially. Okay, but this video is about the Raiders. Shout out to my homie Edit for this hat. Shout out to Stackings. Can't wait till my channel gets big and I could have like, you know, my sponsors and shit. So I haven't talked about the Raiders in a while, and I just haven't put a lot of energy towards them, and I haven't, you know, been watching it, to be real. Not really, I don't know, just 0-3, being so hyped on it. It was just like in the preseason going 4-0, and then you start the season like that. It's like, man, that's super bipolar. That's like, what are you trying to train me to do? Totally kidding. This video went down a rabbit hole. But yeah, there's nothing exciting about the Raiders right now at all. I'm not excited. Not at all.